Top 5 seeds for MCPE 1.19. Starting off with this seed right over here, you're immediately gonna spawn in a jungle forest right over here. All you gotta do in order to find the ancient city is go towards this direction over here. But eventually you will actually find a woodland mansion right next to a mangrove biome right over here, which is definitely one of the rarest combinations ever. We have a full-on woodland mansion where you can go ahead and get some OP loot, such as of course the totem of undying, and you can go ahead and explore the brand new mangrove swamp over here and explore it. This woodland mansion is literally inside the mangrove biome, and best of all, it's not even that far away from spawn, so make sure to go ahead and save the coordinates. On the number 4 spot, we have this seed right over here, and when you first load into it, you'll immediately notice that you spawn between 2 mountains right over here. And the first thing you want to do is you actually want to go to the center of these 2 mountains right over here until you find a little thin ravine right over here, and all you got to do is go down over here. And if you actually go down on this ravine, you will eventually find the brand new ancient city structure from Minecraft 1.19, literally almost at spawn. And here it is, boys. Over here you're able to go ahead and find the warden and find the bosses and so much more. This is an absolutely massive structure. As if that wasn't already cool enough, there's an entire cave system as well that you guys can go ahead and explore, and of course you guys can go ahead and take advantage. Make sure to go ahead and save the coordinates to this ancient city because it is actually really close to spawn. Next up, we have this seed right over here, and when you first load into the seed, you will immediately notice that we spawn right on top of a snowy village over here, which is already a really cool thing. But if you actually dig straight down from this village, you will immediately notice that we actually get an ancient city. We literally get a stronghold right next to an ancient city, and this is definitely one of the most rarest combos ever. So you can literally go from here to the ancient city and just dig straight up to actually find the stronghold and of course find the ender portal. And what's even cooler is that right underneath here there is a broken nether portal over here, so you can actually go ahead and get 2 portals in one, and of course you guys can go ahead and travel to the nether right over here. And all of this is underneath a village at spawn. Next up, we have this seed right over here, and when you first load into the world, you will spawn in this oak forest biome right over here. But in order to actually get to the cool stuff, make sure you teleport to these coordinates right over here, TP 512 163. Last number, make sure that it is -700, so it is kind of far away from spawn, but you want to make sure that you do spawn right over here, and you will immediately notice that we get a villager outpost over here in this really cool mountain. And right next to that, we actually get a woodland mansion combination right over here, and this is just super duper cool. As if that wasn't already cool enough, there's even an entire cave system right next to this villager outpost over here that you guys can go ahead and just go under. And literally right underneath this villager outpost, we have another ancient city, and this is just really cool, boys. So you guys can go ahead and go to this ancient city to kill the warden and all that good stuff. So this is literally right below that villager outpost and next to the woodland mansion. Make sure to save the coordinates to all these locations because they are a little bit far, but they're definitely worth the journey. Lastly, we have this seed over here, and right out the bat you'll notice that we actually spawn on top of a mangrove tree over here, and that is because literally right next to that we have a full-on village over here that actually goes inside the mangrove village over here. So this is like the very first mangrove village. It is such a vibe. Just take a look at this. I wish villages would spawn in this biome, honestly, because this is a total vibe, and it's kind of like glitched out, but it still does look pretty cool. And right next to that, we actually get a broken nether portal over here that you guys can go ahead and fix up real quick and actually go ahead and loot it. And what's even cooler is that we get this crazy broken savanna over here that you guys can actually go ahead and build, because there's lots of crazy structure and even some exposed ores as well. All of this can be found literally within spawn, so you do not need to make any type of travels anywhere. See you later, French fries.